Alright, good day, student. As you can see, uh, a square is inscribed in a triangle. In this case, the square has a diagonal of 6 root 3 cm. In figure 11.3c, what is the area of the triangle that inscribed the square of diagonal 6 root 3 cm? So, how do we solve this type of problem? The first thing you have to know is that since this inscribed square touch both of the opposite sides of the triangle, and the apex of the triangle, you see, apex angle of the triangle is 90 degree. The triangle is is a 45 right angle triangle, because it touches here, it also touches here, and we notice here is 90 degree, which means this triangle is what? A 45 right angle triangle, and a 45 right angle triangle, the opposite sides are equal. So in that case, this angle is 45 and this angle is 45. Once we have already recognized it, the next thing is to we can assign a value here. Well, let's say the side length of the square is y, which means here is also y, and let's say this place x, this length is x, which means this length is also x. So this is the first thing we have to do. The next thing is to, since we have already given the side length of the square, we will use a factorial theorem to find the value of y. By Pythagoras theorem, we have that y squared plus y squared is equals to 6 root 3 squared, and 6 root 3 squared is the same as 36 times 3. So here we have what? 2y squared is equals to 36 times 3. So what is the next thing we have to do here? The next is to divide both sides by 2. Dividing both sides by 2, we have 18. This is 18 times 3. So 18 times 3, we have here, we can split this as 9 times 2 times 3. And from here we have 9 times 6. So y squared is equals to 9 times 6. In that case, find the square root of both sides of the equation. We have 9 times 6 and we have 3 root 6. So we have gotten y to be equals to 3 root 6. This is equals to 3 root 6. So I can clean here. The next thing is to notice that the opposite triangle that form adjacent to the square is also a right angle, 45 right angle triangle. Here is 45, here is 90 degree. If here is 45, here will also be 45 degree. What do I mean? I mean that y is equals to x. Y is equals to x, because here is equals to here. This you can as well say that it's a isosceles triangle, in as long as here is 90 degree, here is 45, here is 45. The opposite sides are equal. That means it is also a isosceles triangle, but in this case we can call it a 45 right angle triangle. So y is equals to x, and that is give us what? 3 root 6 cm. So once we have gotten that, the next thing you have to know is to find this length. So this implies x plus y plus x is equals to, since y is equals to x, so wherever you see y, you put x. So we have x plus x plus x, and that gives us 3x is equals to what? 3 root 6 is equals to 3 root 6 multiplying 3, since x is equals to 3 root 6. So from here we have what? From here, what do we have? We have that 3x is equals to 3 We have 3x is equals to 3 times 3 times 3 is 9 root 6. So we have gotten the whole length, this whole length, to be 9 root 6. Let's call here z, and let's call here z. I can clean here. So we have gotten that this length as a whole is 9 root 6 cm. The next thing you have to do is to, I have assigned this opposite side of the triangle to be equal to z. You have to apply Pythagoras theorem as well. Pythagoras theorem. In this case, you have z squared plus z squared is equals to 9 root 6 squared. So in this case, you have 81 times 6. And from here, z squared plus z squared is the same as equals to 2z squared. So the next thing you have to do is to divide both sides by 2 to make z the subject of the formula. You divide everything by 2. So yes, divide both sides by 2 to make z the subject of the formula. So in this case, 6 divided by 2 give us 3. We have what? 81 times 3 is equals to z. In this case, we have what? Z squared is equals to 81 times 3. So we can clean here. The next thing is to find the square root of, you can leave it in this form. So in this case, we have gotten that z squared is equals to 81 times 3. So, and then 81 times 3 is equals to 3. 8 times 3 will give us 24. So z squared is equals to 243. So from here we can conclude that the area of the given triangle of this triangle is equals to half the base. Any of it can be the base times the height. If here is the base, here is the height. So you see that z times z is equals to z squared. So here becomes z squared. In that case, we have what? This is a right angle, 45 right angle triangle. So the area is equals to base times height. The base is z and the height is z. So z squared. In this case, we have z squared to be 243 divided by 2. That is the area of the triangle. Cm squared. So this is the area of the triangle in which you are required to solve. You can leave your answer in this form, or you can leave it in decimal form. So that is the solution to the given question. Please, if you enjoyed this video, just kindly click the subscription button to encourage me to bring more videos for your views. Like and share. You can always pause the video in between the solutions to see how we solve it. Have any solutions? Just comment on the comment box below, and I will immediately respond to your question. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. See you in the next lesson. Bye for now.